Good morning, it is Vlogmas day number 4 and I've had a really productive start to the morning too. I firstly sorted out a couple more jabs, so I went and got my tetanus jab done last month and I now need to get my Hep and typhoid jab done before we go travelling, so I've got all that booked in, which is good. And then secondly, I've also managed to apply and get approved a Starling bank account, which is good too. The reason for this is so that when we are traveling, we can take as much money as we'd like out of the ATMs, whereas we have a Monzo, but I think it's a limit of about £200 that we can take out. So therefore we did need to get another bank account, which could allow us to take more out whilst we're there, just in case we need to get any cash out for any of the countries. But it's another day of work, so I'm going to head into the office room, thinking of booking the Bangkok flight as well at some point today. And then later on, hopefully we can do a little Christmas quiz or something, a Christmas game or something like that. So I've just finished my breakfast, had the granola with milk, really tasty. I always have like protein granola because when we're eating vegan food, we don't get as much protein as you would if you were to eat meat and things like that. So everything that we do have, we try and add a bit of protein to it. And then after I had breakfast, we actually looked at flights from Singapore to Bangkok. So we're initially starting off, going to Shenzhen, staying the night, flying over to Singapore, and then off to Bangkok. So from there, we have to get a 1 hour and a half, I believe the flight time is. So we just booked that, which is great news, another thing done. And now we're looking at hotels in Bangkok because we're just staying there the one night and then we're coming back at the end of the trip to Bangkok. It is really amazing though, just looking and seeing how cheap everything is, because our spend cap per day each is probably going to be around £50, and the hotel we're looking at is about 20 to 25. So it's so much cheaper than here in the UK. For a £25 hotel, I don't think you can get a £25 hotel in the UK. It's that cheap. Whereas in Thailand, you get your own room with private bathroom and it is less than £25, so that's just crazy to me. And then with work, I've had quite a few calls recently, so I'm having to do a carbon tool at the moment. So it's basically working out how much carbon is produced through the construction of the pipeline that I am designing. And then once you work your way through design, then you're trying to reduce the amount of carbon which you are using. So a lot of sustainable urban drainage systems are used, things like rain gardens, bioswales, which is basically just a massive pit in the ground which stores the water rather than using things like concrete tanks and extra pipework storage. So we're trying to use as least carbon as possible, as that is what the new aim for my company is to try and reduce the amount of carbon that they are using per year. And now it is time for lunch. Hopefully got a couple of bagels in because Beth did the food shop yesterday whilst I was in Derby, so it's all on what Beth's got for us for today. I'm hoping we have got the usual. Let's have a look in the fridge. And we have, so we've got the bagels, some pieces, which I'm not sure, is it steak or is it? Oh no, it's the tikka pieces. I'm guessing they didn't have steak pieces. Beth usually gets those for me. Got some cheese, some ham, and then a nice bit of sriracha mayo sauce as well. Game changer this, definitely. I can't remember what brand it is. Tiger sriracha sauce. You've got to get some of that. It's unbelievable. And lunch is served. Look how good that looks. A bagel with some Waves sweet chili multi-grain crisps. Now the crisps are incredible too. You can get those from Aldi, really tasty. And they're not actually that high in calories either, so that's why they are perfect for me. But we are gonna give our bagel a try now, see what we think. Absolutely delicious. So I've just finished lunch, really tasty. Definitely recommend having bagels for lunch, especially with all the toppings which I added. Also went and booked the Thailand hotel for our night in Bangkok before we head up to Chiang Mai. And we have just noticed too that Spotify Wrapped is out. Now, if you don't know what that is, it basically shows you your top 5 songs, top 5 artists, and loads more facts from Spotify from the year. So do make sure to let me know down in the comment section below of your Spotify Wrapped. But let's go take a look into mine. Oh, Sam Fender. Sam Fender. I thought Sam would be quite high up there. I've listened for 4,920 minutes this year. And my biggest listening day was on the 17th of February with 177 minutes. So that's quite a while actually, to be fair. On the radio, stereo. Played 695 songs this year. And one song again and again. And that was this, apparently. Hey Soul Sister by Train. I played quite a lot. I was in the top 0.05% of global listeners. Streamed it 18 times starting on the 18th of July. While it's not a competition, there is a leaderboard. Right, here we go. Let's have a look. So my top song was Hey Soul Sister. 17 Going Under was in second place. Hypersonic Missiles in third. So two Sam Fender songs then. Oh, I need to go back. I didn't even get to see them. So in first position, it was Hey Soul Sister by Train. Second and third is Sam Fender, 17 Going Under, and Hypersonic Missiles. Boulevard of Broken Dreams comes in fourth, and then Iris from the Goo Goo Dolls in fifth. You've changed, and so has your listening. Let's look at your 2024 music evolution, whatever that means. So December to May. I reckon a lot of the Avicii was when we went to Stockholm at the start of the year. So May was my academic early electronic EDM phase where I was in touch with Avicii, David Guetta and Calvin Harris. May and June, that was my van life permanent wave indie session, including Sam Fender, The Cooks and Corella. That's probably because we went to the festival, truck festival then. And then June to October, I wonder what genre this is going to be. It already sounds, it's funny how it changes genre. It was my Malgoth happy rock pop punk moment where it was the main all-time low and Blink 182. I listened to 513 different artists. That's quite a lot to be fair. But one had a special place in your heart and is going to be Sam Fender. And it is. Sam Fender was your top artist of the year, which I'm quite happy with. I thought it was going to be Take That or someone like that. Longest listening streak was 3 days. Top 3% fan, and I spent 347 minutes listening to him. So who else got a lot of my play this year? Big reveal in 3, 2, 1. Right, and let's pause it there. So it's Sam Fender, Pale Waves, Avicii, Imagine Dragons, and The Killers. So they're my top 5 artists, which I'm surprised about. I don't know how Imagine Dragons managed to slip in there, but they are my top 5 artists. All fairly similar, and it looks like we have company. Don't know what this is going to be.
Hi, I heard you like Pale Waves, which is great taste. I like you already. Thank you for all the support. I'm glad that you are loving Smitten, and hopefully we will see you soon.
There we go. Got a message from Pale Waves too. Back to some Avicii. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Until we meet again. So there we go, my top artists, Pale Waves, Sam Fender, Avicii, Imagine Dragons, The Killers, Hey Soul Sister, 17 Going Under, Hypersonic Missiles, Boulevard of Broken Dreams and Iris were my top songs. So that is my Spotify Wrapped for 2024. Now, why don't you let me know what your Spotify Wrapped is in the comment section below, and we can all judge each other's music taste. Right, so need to try and get into this gas box because we're renting the house out. So I'm just currently trying to cut off all the top of this hedge so that it exposes the brown gas box beneath it so we can get some meter readings. That's going to be a bit of a pain. The black bin bad's making a run for it too, which isn't ideal. But there's loads of spiders down here too, so it's a bit like a bush tucker trial this right now. We'll have to see how we get on. So that's another job complete. Can now get access to the gas box for when they get the gas reading. Front garden done, and I've also dragged all of the bins round with the recycling. It is absolutely freezing outside and it is beginning to get dark too, which is not ideal. But work has just finished, which is good. Right, I need to get the light on, but I'm going to go back downstairs now with Beth because work's finished, and we're going to try and catch up with a little bit of I'm a Celebrity, have tea, and then later on I need to do a few Rocket League ranked games as Season 17 has started in Rocket League. If you're enjoying the Rocket League content, head over to Sheppy Games too, because at the moment we have got all of the Rocket League games from the end of Season 16 coming out onto there.
Welcome back to
I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. So we have just got up to where they are voting out campmate number 2 of I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. So we're both making the predictions again like we did last time. So the 2 people who I'm going to go for. Number 1, I think I'm going to go for Barry, only because he's just been quite quiet. Maybe people won't vote for him to stay in. And the second one is Dean, only because he was up for it last time, so he might go out. Overall, though, I think I'm going to stick with Barry to go out second from the jungle. Not too sure why Dean is really being voted, but people don't seem to like him now. Got Beth here again, so she's going to make her predictions. Who are your 2 people?
I'm going to go Alan again, because he didn't go out yesterday or the last time we watched it. And then my second option is also going to be Dean.
Dean, so who do you reckon?
Because of him being in the bottom 2.
Right, so which one is going to be your one?
I'm going to go Alan, because I think people will start voting for Dean now they know he was in the bottom.
It's not a bad shout, not a bad shout. So Beth's gone Alan, I've gone Barry. Let's see who's going out.
It's not you.
Oh, so you're wrong.
Barry.
Here we go.
It might be you.
Oh, I could get this right. I could get it.
Cheating.
I didn't cheat. I actually didn't.
So that means Dean.
Dean again. It might be Dean though. That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
The second person to leave I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. 2024 is
Barry.
Dean.
No, we both got it. Dean. Yeah, I'm quite surprised. But Dean is the second campmate out, and unfortunately both of us got it wrong. So I'm very surprised that Dean was the one that left, because he seems like such a nice guy, but I suppose they all are. Now I've got the very difficult job of making tea. So today I've got to heat up the chilli and heat up the rice. Quite a difficult job. Put them both in the microwave. Can't put them in for too long, otherwise it'll be too hot. So let's give it a go. Look at that, delicious. And I've finished the chilli. I have to say, that was much better than the one I had yesterday. It's probably because I made it. Now I'm heading off upstairs to play some Rocket League, because Rocket League Season 17 is out, so I need to record a few videos playing that, and hopefully that will be out on both the main channel and the Sheppy Games channel. So if you don't know about the Sheppy Games channel, it is at Sheppy Games on YouTube, and it has got lots more Rocket League content coming your way. And there we go, so I've just finished recording some Rocket League videos, but I have had an absolute nightmare. I am fuming with myself as well, because I usually check after the first video. But I must have recorded about, I reckon, 12 games, maybe slightly less, 10 to 12 games. Got to the last one, and I realised that the mic wasn't working. I never have to change the mic setup on the OBS, and for some reason this time round it decided not to work, so I am going to have to record a load of what they called overlays or whatever, talking over the matches, and unfortunately that's going to take me another like hour and a half to record them all, but oh well, I'll get them all out for you eventually. So now we're just going to go into bed, watch a little bit of TV, and then this evening I've got a bit more editing to do, and I'm going to play some Rocket League 3s with Fluky too. And so we watched about half of that episode of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And before I forget, and before we go to bed, I have got the Lindt Chocolate Calendar for day numero 4, which is in the top left-hand corner. So hopefully we might get something different in today's, which we do. We actually get the Milky Snowball, by the looks of it, if I can actually get it out of the calendar. I don't know why it's so hard to get it out of this Lindt's calendar, but the Milk Chocolate Snowdrop. So it actually looks very tasty, if I can get it into focus. There we go, we'll open it up. There it is. Oh, so it looks like it is milk chocolate. Unfortunately, not white chocolate, like my favourite. Oh, it's bloody good though. But I hope you all enjoyed the stream anyway. But I hope you all enjoyed the vlog anyway, and if you did, do make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you all tomorrow with Vlogmas day number 5.